Hi everyone, Jensen here coming to you live from the shed at Sutton Ridge Farm. We talked about our new building in the last video, and so we're kicking the year off with talking about some classes that we're going to be offering here this year. I am here today with Johnny Holliday. He is with Pointe, LLC, and he is going to be teaching a number of classes at the shed at Sutton Ridge Farm this year. Johnny, I'll give you a little background on him. He is retired U.S. Air Force of 21 years of service to our country. So
correct.
Thank you very much for contributing to the freedoms that we are able to enjoy because of what you did for us. So
my pleasure.
Appreciate that. You were part of the joint training and operations with government agencies and special operations during your time in the military. And now, being in the civilian world for a little while, sounds like what you're doing is taking some of the things that you learned and you're turning that around and giving it back to civilians.
That's correct.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the firearms classes that you're looking to offer and why you would want to offer these classes?
Well, in Focal Point, we offer multiple classes when it comes to firearms. And the biggest thing is that we focus on is pistols and long rifles, and as well as one-on-one training with the different techniques and methods if they need that. The reason why I wanted to do this is over the years I've been training people both in the military and out of the military, and I see a lot of lack of education and understanding how to utilize a firearm safely, how to utilize it in training, how to utilize it in considerations if a real world incident happened, and also the responsibilities it goes with when you own a firearm. Whether you're single or you're a family and have kids, you know, everybody should understand how those things work. And the biggest thing that I like to emphasize along with firearms is it shouldn't be your primary source of protection. There's other things that are very effective out there that can help you. And some of the courses that we teach here at Focal Point are excellent in taking to help you in those situations, such as situational awareness, de-escalation, vulnerability assessments, you know, threat triangles, OODA loop. All those kind of things that we instruct here at Focal Point, we like for people to understand how they can utilize it on their day-to-day basis, which is surprisingly a lot of people don't realize they can, but you can. And these are things that we've experienced in our lives as instructors and actually have put them to the test. So that's one of the reasons why I'm really a big fan of instructing firearms, as well as educating people the different necessities of using a firearm.
Okay, so education is huge. Obviously there's the self-defense side of it, but there's also other reasons to understand firearms. I mean, there's competitive shooting, there's hunting, you know, there's and the differences between the types of firearms that you would use. So education is just overall a very good to have on your side, and that's what you're going to be explaining in some of these classes too.
It is. It's educating people like you do in hunter safety course, you know, but it's from a different point of view or different aspect. And, you know, there are different pistols for different situations that you're going to participate in, like you said, sport shooting, competition, you know, hunting, and self-defense. You know, what I would do for fun doesn't mean I'm going to carry that firearm on a day-to-day basis as a permit to carry holder. So there are different means and reasons why you pick different firearms, depending on what you want to do. Now, I'm not saying because you get a permit to carry and you don't go get a firearm, that's not wrong. It's smart, actually, because it's educating you on the responsibilities that are so needed in today's society because of the lack of drive that people don't want to take time. And you don't have to spend hours and hours and hours on time to learn this stuff. This is stuff that when we teach you, you can take 95% of it home and train in your own living room safely if you do the way we tell you to do it. And it's just as effective as if you go to the range all the time, except you're not wasting money. And which I'm a big fan of not doing, you know.
So that's a look at the firearms classes. You also are looking to teach some medical classes. Tell us a little bit about that.
I am. I'm also a big fan about being able to respond to a situation, God forbid, a medical incident happens, including on yourself. Let's just say you go to a gun range and there's no safety bag there, no medical kit, but you have yours and you know how to apply it, and God forbid you accidentally injure yourself. it doesn't mean that you accidentally shot yourself. You did something that injured yourself, that incapacitated you to be able to do what you need to do, and you need help. Well, there's nothing better and more confident that you have training and you have skills that you know what you need to do for yourself as well as others that may be in a position that they need that support until first responders are able to get to the location of where you're needing them.
So would this be even as practical as having like a little go bag or medical bag that you would keep in your vehicle?
Absolutely,
so
absolutely.
You would talk to the class about, you know, like this is what you should have in there and
absolutely.
Stuff like that.
And you know, you can't lock it down to one particular type of bag. Different bags are for different scenarios of where you're going, hiking or day-to-day stuff. I have multiple medical bags in my house and that go into our cars. And so I'm a big fan of understanding, okay, I'm going to need this more than I would need this. And when you understand that, you're much more confident and much more effective at applying those medical applications and be more successful until the first responders get there. So absolutely, I'm a big fan about that.
Exactly. Well, that's good. That's all very practical information that can help everyone. So we kind of looked at, you know, why you're doing the classes and which classes. Let's talk a little bit about your qualifications. So obviously 21 years active duty in the military, 10 years as an instructor in multiple courses in civilian life and military. And what are some of the other qualifications that you have, different things that you've done?
Well, I've been training, getting a lot of my training locally at an amazing group called Storm Training Group. The instructors are very professional, they're very patient, they're willing to explain things that you have questions. I find it sometimes I've asked instructors certain questions, and clearly we can't know everything, but in that career field you specialize, you should know more than the average person.
Yes.
And these instructors do a great job in explaining things and demonstrating, not just talking about it, they demonstrate, and that's why I'm a big fan of demonstrating to my classes and what I do. So, you know, I've been getting all kinds of certifications under them and getting some great knowledge and training. Some of the things I've done is I'm what's called a red dot instructor, when you have a little red dot optic on your pistol or rifle. I'm also an advanced pistol and rifle instructor. I also teach situational awareness and de-escalation and basic pistol. And so there's I don't want to name everything I can teach. Just in the medical area, I can teach up to 9 different courses.
Wow.
But you know, the ones that I focus on right now is where most people want: CPR, AED, and adult first aid. I can teach advanced control bleeding, all this other stuff. So, but I like to make all this stuff available, and by doing that is by getting myself educated. By attending these courses. You have to invest in your life with whatever skill you want to develop. No matter if you're too tired, no matter if you had a long day, it doesn't matter, because you know what? That's when Murphy always wants to come around, when it's the worst time possible.
Sure.
So I'm a big fan on educating on these different multiple courses, and I highly recommend that you attend these classes, because you will definitely get more than your money's worth.
No, I've heard a lot of good things and super excited to be hosting that out here at the shed. Let's see. So as far as like what we're looking at the year, we're going to be offering 1 class per month, and we already have booked out through March.
Correct.
And so just be watching in the e-blast. So I'll have a special section that highlights not only Johnny's classes, but other classes that we may be offering here as well. We're looking at Saturdays, primarily 6 to 8 hours. But Johnny, what if that day doesn't work for someone? Do you offer any other type of training, different times or custom?
I do. And all I ask is reach out to me.
Okay.
And we'll figure a date out.
Okay.
I know everybody's schedule. Like one of my buddies at the unit that I used to be a part of, you know, he's like, man, I wish you'd do Sundays. Well, Sunday's my family time unless it's really, really necessary. But there's other days I know you have off. Just reach out to me. All you have to do is just make contact with me, and we'll make it happen.
Okay.
You know, even if you want to put a small group together for
Sure.
an evening, I'll be more than happy to do that.
Okay.
I just need to know about it, you know, and then we can take it from there. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, and maybe if a group can get together, maybe we could even have that out here too, if that works with the schedule.
And you know, you're talking about the 6 to 8 hour courses. It doesn't mean that you're going to be there the whole 6 to 8 hours. Like the first class I'm teaching here is Situational Awareness, De-Escalation, and then the second course is going to be Permit to Carry. It is not required for you to teach to receive the training on de-escalation or situational awareness in order to have permit to carry.
Okay.
I'm just making it available. So if all you want is permit to carry, not a problem. Just register for the permit to carry, and that's it. And if you want both, attend both, and I'm providing a discount for those that want to participate for both training courses. So, I just don't want people to think that, oh, I have to be there, unless it's specific medical training like CPR. That's kind of a long course, but it's fun. We have a great time. I get people involved with stuff in applications. If you want to make mistakes, do it in a training program, not in a real world situation. So we're not judgmental. We're not impressed by, how experienced you are, because things change all the time. All we want to do is share with you the knowledge that we have. And as instructors, we also look for being educated ourselves from students and what they've experienced and what they've learned. So that way we can be successful, even more successful at what we do.
Love it. Love everything that you're offering and just everything that you can bring to the table here.
On behalf of Focal Point,
Yeah.
I can't tell you thank you so much enough for letting us be a part of it, because this place rocks. I'm going to tell you, it rocks. They got great food that they, what are those long hairy cows called again? Yeah, these things
The
taste
Scottish
great.
Highlands.
Oh, love them. Taste great. I had some beef ribs the other night. I tore them up, but it was great. And everything that you have here is so fresh. And I totally appreciate that,
Well, thank you.
and it's definitely worth the money. I can guarantee you that.
Well, thank you.
So if you get a chance, even if you don't come to the class, get out to Sutton Ridge Farms. I'm telling you, they will show you how to shave a sheep when you have those events, right? Trust me, I've never seen one yet because I'm always doing something else, but come out here and get some fresh eggs and olive oil, and I'm still learning about all the stuff that you got here. So it's definitely an awesome place, and I'm so glad we're partnering up on this, because they just fit hand in hand.
Yeah, super excited. Yeah, looking forward to 2024. So thank you, Johnny.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, bye.